then I went into consumer electronics and packaging. I did food packaging at one of the clients we had. And then brainstorming. I sometimes would run brainstorming sessions for our products.
Job brainstorming.
No, some people. No, some people. Yes, some people are brainstorming facilitators. I did it more as with a design slant from a product standpoint, and then I decided to go freelance in 2008, which means basically just working for different clients, and it was usually startups, inventors, and digital sculpting.
Digital sculpting.
Yes.
So did that involve? It sounds like it would involve a lot of networking and having
Yes.
your portfolio really
Yes.
great.
I'm not a good networker. I was lucky that
Luckily, I have my friend
Well, I was-
facilitate my network.
Yeah, no, I'm not really good at that. I'm not a cold caller and a schmoother. And I mean, once you need something, I'm there. Talk your ear off. But I had friends, connections, and then I would just get referrals. Yeah.
So your work speaks for you.
Hopefully, and then people say, "Oh, now I didn't, make millions of dollars or anything. It was rough sometimes. Freelance is very feast and famine, which is why I started teaching part time, and then part time turned into full time, and so that's where I'm at now."
Right. What would you say are the biggest challenges of that career path in general, and then also like the teaching? Because I know you're
Here are
thinking
your
about
breakfast
sabbatical.
All right.
Thank you.
Enjoy, and then the rest of the food will be up soon.
Sure. No rush.
Everything else okay with drinks for now? All
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Thank you again for this working
Sorry, what was
dinner.
the question?
Oh, just what are the challenges? What are the challenges towards getting to where you are and where you are now? What are the challenges that are making you want to take the sabbatical?
Well, so one of the big challenges as a freelancer is getting work. It just is. And then sometimes the other big challenge is when you have too much work, it's hard to say no because you don't know when will be the next time that you don't have that much work. And the challenge is, of course, you got to take care of your own healthcare, your own accounting, your own everything. You're your own boss. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Some people love that. But it does put a lot of extra responsibility on yourself. You are responsible for your own paycheck, your own vacation, your own health. Yeah. So, and that's fine. And some people become so successful at it that they need to hire or subcontract. I was never at that level where I needed to do that. But there were times where I would just say yes and just work non-stop. And then a few weeks later, I have nothing for 2 weeks or something. You know what I mean? But it does give you a lot of freedom and flexibility if you're your own boss, of course.
I like freedom and flexibility. But yeah, that is a consideration, absolutely, whether or not you're going to be able to sustain that without. But I mean, people talk about the hustle so much, like everybody has their side hustles, but they might turn into full time.
Oh yeah.
The only
Oh no,
hustle.
and some people thrive on it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I just don't know how much longer at my age I want to do that.
Yeah. Is it difficult to sustain the creativity?
Sometimes, I mean, it's just like writer's block. There's moments where you're kind of stuck, but then there's tools, there's ways to spark ideas.
Do you find that working in the school is like an inspirational place
Yes.
because all the different people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's moments where it's very rewarding. When you see the enthusiasm and excitement, and you see something really click with a student, it gives you it gives me a lot of motivation.
Seems like it would be a nice way to find people to collaborate with potentially, or just like feed off of each other's creativity.
Yes, well, and in the teaching situation, I'm teaching more, I'm showing them, and I get satisfaction from them getting it. But you're right, when I talk to colleagues in my department, absolutely. And I have collaborated with outside of school projects with colleagues. Yes, that I met because of teaching there. I wouldn't have maybe met them in another way. So
Have you made good friends in the business?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah. No.
Some industries don't have
Yeah.
the friendliest
Yeah.
people. Or...
No, I'm lucky. I've gotten referrals and work and given work to people that I met, 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And so, or went to school with. At school is also a chance to create, as a student, a network with fellow students, even from other majors, other disciplines.
I watched just yesterday a video about the Art Center, and because one of the assessments that we took was about values, like your work values, and it has these very specific percentage points of what your top values are, and my top values were almost to the exact decimal place graphic design. It fit exactly with graphic designers. But I know you're not a graphic designer, but you work with graphic designers. And I looked at the video, and that's one of the things they kept talking about over and over again was how inspirational it is to work around all of these people with their creativity, and it feeds into your creativity, and then also just the amazing top of the line kind of stuff that school has available to people. But it seemed like a really exciting kind of work environment, or just environment period, to be around people. who are
It's
that
intense.
creative.
It's an intense
Ooh,
school,
that's an interesting word, yeah.
and it's a ton of work, but it's a bit of a boot camp. Not by design, but well, maybe a little bit. But I'm not a big fan of that word.
Boot camp?
Yeah, just because it shouldn't make it. I don't want it to sound like we're doing it for the sake of breaking you down and then building you up. No, it's just we try and cram a lot of stuff into a short.
With 3 graduations a year.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that system.
Well, it's a trimester system, and the classes are retaught. So in some schools, if you miss a class, you have to wait a year before it comes up again. Because they only teach it once a year. Well, in our school, it's every semester. There are some classes that don't run every semester, but no one does it in one go.
Oh, really?
That would be crazy. It would actually be foolish to do that. You need to take breaks. You need to try and do an internship and take a light term or an academic term.
Did you ever do an internship? You did, for product design? Interesting. And what was that like? And how did you get that internship?
So I got it. I got it through the department, helped, and then I interviewed, and then I went to a product design firm here in LA. They were on Pico, and I was there for 14 weeks.
Do you think the internship was very helpful?
Yes.
Would you recommend internships? for
Oh,
your
absolutely. In my day, it wasn't necessarily required. It still isn't technically, but we encourage it way more now. And we usually want you to do 2, if not 3.
Really? In the same field, or do you try to get people to try different
No,
places?
in the same field.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll learn different things in each internship. But I also tell my students that it doesn't really matter where you intern, even if it's not an official professional internship for your field, you're going to learn something. You could be in retail for 3 months and learn amazing stuff that you can apply to design.
I love that idea. I love that because, I mean, my school doesn't have a graphic design major, but it does have a graphic design certificate. I just learned about yesterday. And, but all of the other things that I'm interested in is a broad range of things, but they're all very, you can find inspiration in just about anything. I love like psychology and philosophy and science and all these other things, and then art. And I can see how, you know, things are needed in these industries and like what products might be helpful to make their, you know, to innovate for them and make their lives easier.
Totally.
It's pretty cool. So design, I didn't ever consider design before I've taken this class. And it sounds so cool. I have to say, it sounds really, really cool.
I mean, graphic design is basically 2D design, problem solving in 2 dimensions.
And you do 3D printing and that kind of stuff too, right? When I worked at Loma Linda Hospital, we used to interview for residency, and one of the med students talked about 3D printing for like prosthetic
Yep.
limbs and stuff. But that was back in like 2008, so this was a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really blown up since then. It's pretty cool.